He was red from head to toe, and he's more hairier than us. Okay? He's more hairier than us. Go down to where it says, feed me with that same red pottage.
Verse 29.
Go to 28. Go to the 27th verse.
Verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
Who is a cunning hunter in this earth today? Who's the cunning hunter? Think about it. Man, they can knock a piece of lint off of a flying bird from space. They come in your house with some forensic evidence. You can leave just one thing. They can tell you exactly what went on in the whole house yesterday. Who did it? How you did it? One was a cunning hunter. That was Esau. Read.
A man of the field.
A man of the field. How many of you have hunting licenses? Feel like just going out and just catching yourself some deer and going out and shooting some animals? How many of you like doing that? It's not even in your makeup. It's not even part of what you do. How many of you belong to a rifle club for hunting? Where you at? Raise your hand. It's not a coincidence. Read.
And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
Go ahead.
A man of the field.
A man of the field. Go ahead.
And Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents.
This is all that Jacob did. He hung out. A plain man. Listen, listen, Esau. You can be all out in those fields, chasing birds and playing with stingrays and whatever. Listen, I'm cool right here. He stayed next to the home, found his recreation in safe haven. It's showing you the attribute of the children. You know, when you look at the TV, be like, man, why is he playing with this animal? We was looking at TV the other day like that, like, yo. Like, if you keep messing with these animals, man, just like the guy with the stingray thing. What are you doing out there playing with stingrays? But that's not Jacob. Jacob don't do things like that. Jacob stayed close. We need to be safe. We don't need no adrenaline rushes. We fine. Okay, we're fine right here. Okay. Read on.
Verse 28. And Isaac loved Esau, because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob.
Now Isaac loved Esau because Esau he brought the meat home. You understand? But also the Most High didn't show the promise of Jacob to Isaac. He showed it to the mother. That's why the mother held Jacob close to her. When she went to talk to him and say, listen, why am I going through this struggle? So she knew to keep the child of the promise next to her. But Esau was close to Isaac. Why? Because Isaac needed that food. He didn't have to go hunting. And guess what? It also showed you the book of Jasher. Guess who killed Nimrod? Esau. Took his head off. So now believe it or not, this story that we're reading right here was right after the war he had with Nimrod and his men. He was running from the men. And now he's coming to get pottage from his brother Jacob. Right?
Was Nimrod a Cushite?
Nimrod was a Cushite, absolutely. If he was living today, he would be a modern day Ethiopian. Okay? Read on.
Verse 29. And Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field.
Now he came from the field. He just got finished warring with Nimrod and them. Tired, hungry. Read.
And he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage.
With that same what?
With that same red pottage.
And it was red pottage because the meat in the soup was not cooked all the way. It was rare. It was rare. There's a law that we cannot eat rare food. That's a law. More attributes. It's against the law. You must cook your food all the way till it's burnt. That's in the law, actually. And they called his name what?
And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
Therefore was his name called Edom. Edom means red. Blood. How would Edom get his empire? His rulership? Through blood. If the land was promised to you, if you have land, there's no need to take land from other people. If everyone had the land they originally migrated into after the flood, why is it that Esau needed the sword to take down? Because he was the only nation that was not promised land. I'm going to prove that. Now, what is this struggle between black and white? Black government, white government. What's going on? Go to Genesis 27. When you go to Genesis 27, you read through the story. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it talks about. Now, don't forget, Esau sold his birthright in Genesis 25. When you read all the way through, he sold his birthright. So now the birthright of having the promises goes to who? Jacob. See that? Now it's being fulfilled what the Most High told Rebekah before the children were born. So these scenarios that are happening in the earth are allowing the prophecies to be fulfilled. You with me? So when you read Genesis 27, it talks about the blessing now before the father dies. Now we look at Jacob and mad at Jacob because he received a blessing. No, he's a deceiver. No, he wasn't a deceiver. The Most High told him he was going to receive this before he was born. These are just the situations that allowed that prophecy to take place. You with me? Now what Farrakhan said was, Jacob was a trickster. He took our blessing, and that's why we're at the bottom. When that wasn't the case at all. We received a blessing that we will get when Christ returns in Genesis 27. Go to Genesis 27. I need you to read the last part after he realized that he would no longer, not only did he lose his birthright, he lost his blessing. Go down to the, let's go where Isaac actually tell him that Jacob took it. Let's go down to, let's go to the 31. Read it on down.
Genesis chapter 27 verse 31. And he also had made savory meat, and brought it in unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise, and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Who? Where is he that hath taken venison?
He says, where is he that hath taken venison? Read.
And brought it me, and I have eaten all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yea, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and hath taken away thy blessing.
Your little brother have just taken your blessing, Esau. Read.
And he said,